Hey, what's up YouTube? My name is Saint Warhead, or rather, I go by the name of Saint Warhead. That's obviously not my real name. But I am a Twitch streamer and a content creator on Twitch, so if you enjoy this content, feel free to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell, and throw me a follow on Twitch at twitch.tv/Saint Warhead. I would love to see you in a stream sometime. But yeah, let's get into this guide on taming and breeding in the Survivalists. Taming and breeding animals was recently patched into the game, so there's not much content on how to do it yet on YouTube, so I had to figure it out myself. So hopefully this video helps save you some time that I had to spend figuring it out. But that being said, it's pretty easy, and if you know the basics of the game, it falls right in line with everything else in the game. I'm not going to be going over any of the basics. I'm assuming you've already had some experience playing the game. So if you're looking for a beginner guide, this is not that. I'm just going to assume you know the basics and focus just on taming and breeding to keep the video short and concise. Because you can't tame and breed animals until you've played a good amount of the game. You got to at least clear the first labyrinth first. There's 4 labyrinths in the game that you can clear. You can see them here on your map. These little White House looking icons. And you got to clear at least one of them to unlock taming and breeding. So I'm going to assume you know the basics of crafting and exploring in the game up to a certain point. Because, yeah, you need to before you can even tame and breed animals. So if you have not completed the first labyrinth yet, you need to do that before you can use the information in this guide. But once you complete the first labyrinth, you unlock... so you unlock a farming tree. So you have your blueprint tree here. You get there by pressing R on PC. If you're on a console, it's obviously going to be a different button. But yeah, on PC it's R. So you come to your blueprint tree and you see this little arrow over here on the right side with E above it. You click that or press E, and that will take you to your farming tree, which again gets unlocked by clearing the first labyrinth. There's only 2 things in this tree. It's the smallest crafting tree in the game, but they're going to be patching in actual farming soon. It's currently in the experimental branch, so once they do that, I'm assuming that's going to get added onto this tree where they've already started with taming and breeding. So you clear the labyrinth, you unlock this tree. First thing you can do is build this taming bench, and that unlocks the ability to craft animal pens. These little pens here that you see my animals are in, and that is literally the entire tree for right now until they add in more farming stuff. So once you craft your bench, you unlock animal pens. You can craft these pens, and then you can use your bench. Now, after you clear the first labyrinth, you get this deer tranquilizer, pipe component, luring flute, and rabbit tranquilizer. You need to clear the other 3 labyrinths to unlock boar tranquilizer, bird tranquilizer, and cat tranquilizers. So, if you just clear 1 labyrinth, you can get started with taming and breeding, but you can only breed deers and rabbits and yeah, that's it. Just looks like just deers and rabbits, I think. Rabbit, deer tranquilizer. Yeah. So then after you clear the second labyrinth, you can get boar and so on until you can get birds and all the cats. So yeah, that's basically how you unlock all these things. I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, you do have to craft your way down this tree to unlock the food you need for breeding, just like the other crafting trees. But these ones over here, you have to clear labyrinths to unlock these tranquilizers. And once you have everything unlocked, you can start crafting tranquilizers and pipe components, which you need to make tranquilizers. And you can start crafting flutes and these luring flutes that you also need for taming. So how taming works is pretty simple. You have your tranquilizers and your flutes. You hit the animal you want to train or you want to tame with the tranquilizer, and then you use a flute to lure it back to your base, and you can put it in a pen, and that's basically it. You can bring them through teleporters, so you can teleport to another island, go tame an animal, lure it back through the teleporter, bring it to your base, and put it in a pen. And then once they are in pens, you can feed them breeding food to breed them and make a baby. And that's basically it. That's the overview. That's how the process works. I'm not going to go through the process of crafting anything because you should know how crafting works, and it's the same here as it is for anything else. But I will show you really quickly how to tame and breed an animal. So let's grab a couple of deer tranquilizers and a flute. And we're going to want to click on our deer tranquilizer, have it highlighted, and this basically just works like a weapon, like a bow and arrow. And you just, boop, want to hit. Oh, I might have to grab two. So you see this little heart above them, where their health usually is. You see the purple ticker going all the way around. If that purple goes all the way green, then the tranquilization wears off. So you got to get it back to your base before that happens. But what you want to do here is you want to start using your flute now. Now to use your flute, you click on it and you click underneath it, and you'll see that makes this music icon come up on the flute icon. You want that music icon there. That means the flute is playing. There's also a little music animation on your character, and then you could start walking them back to your base. Make sure you click underneath it and not on it. At least that's how it is for me. It's the same thing with food for me. Speaking of which, I need to eat some food. I don't know why you can't click the icon itself, but I don't know if that's a bug or intentional. But yeah, that's how food works for me, and that's also how this flute works for me. So I got my flute on. Now I lure these guys back to my base, and then I bring them to the pen that I want to put them in. Click Manage Pen with the space bar or whatever it is on your console, and then you just gotta click on the animal to make it go inside the pen. The hitbox is a little wonky, so you might have to click a few times to get it, but it'll make a sound so you know what happened, and then they should walk right into the pen. Oh, it looks like you can only do one at a time. So let's get him in there, let him walk all the way in, and now there we go. Click the second one again, and he is going to follow and walk all the way in. Wait for him to get all the way in, and then hit escape or whatever button it is that you need to escape once he's in, and bam, you have tranquilized and lured an animal back to your pen, and now it is tamed. So that is how you tame animals. Now if you want to breed animals in your taming bench here, just like you can craft different tranquilizers for different animal types, you can craft different food for different animal types so you can feed them to breed them. Unlike the tranquilizers, you just unlock these by crafting them. The tranquilizers you get unlocked by completing labyrinths. These are more like the traditional crafting trees in the game, where you unlock them by crafting the thing in the tree before it. But once you get all of these unlocked, you can tame and breed all the animals in the game. So I already got some food made over here, so I'm just going to show you really quick how breeding works. You want to grab your food, put it in your inventory. Quick note, you can accidentally eat this food. I've done it. It sucks. So make sure you don't accidentally click underneath it. You want it highlighted, but don't click underneath it and accidentally eat it, because you'll consume it and waste it. And yeah, don't eat deer food. So what you want to do then is come... Oh, this pen is full, so I'm actually going to have to kill something really quick. So let's just... You're dead. Okay. So now we're going to click on our food. We're going to walk up to the deer, and we're going to hit space to add and get a little heart. And space to add there, get a little heart. Oh, I messed that up by trying to breed two guys. So yeah, quick note on gender. The only time you have to worry about male and female is with deer. For some reason, only deer have a distinction between male and female. The rest of the animals do not, so you can feed any two animals and they will mate. But with the deer, you gotta get one of these bighorn stags with one of these little horn females. So let's try this again. And let's try to mate a male and a female and make a little baby. So let's give you some food, and how about you give you some food. Now kiss. Mwah. Bam. Made a baby. That's how babies are made. Just kissing. Okay. So now you have this little baby deer. And there's... after a amount of time, you'll hear a notification sound, and the deer will grow up and become a full-grown deer and look like the rest of them. But yeah, there's a short amount of in-game time. You have to wait for it. There's little baby avatars for all the different kinds of animals. So you can make a baby pig. Oh, except for the rabbit. There's no baby rabbit. Baby rabbits look like regular rabbits, which is kind of stupid. But there's baby pigs, baby birds, baby deers, baby cats. Quick side note about the baby cats. It's just a little baby brown cat, and it's the same for tigers and black panthers, which sucks because I have a black cat named Voodoo, and so I really wanted to make a little baby black kitty. But yeah, For some reason, the baby cats are always brown no matter what type of cat it is, which kind of sucks, but that's just how it is. Maybe they'll add, or maybe they'll change that later. But for now, that's how it is. But yeah, that's basically it. That is all you gotta do to tame and breed animals in the Survivalists. Hopefully I didn't leave anything out. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. And like I said, if this video gets decent amount of views or reception, I'll make another one for farming once they add farming to the main game, which is in the experimental branch currently. Yeah. So that's all I've got, I think. I'm trying to think if there's anything I forget or forgot, but I don't think so. I think that's it. So hopefully, yeah, you found this video helpful. And again, I would love to see you in my stream sometimes. I stream on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I stream on Saturdays and Sundays. The time kind of varies, but it's usually around midday Pacific Time. And yeah, that's all I got. Hopefully this helped someone. If not, oh well. There goes 11 minutes of my time. But yeah, hopefully someone finds this helpful. And I hope you all have a great night and a great life. Bye.